Alright then, this is the first time I've used my voice in a video. If you hear any stuttering in it, it's me trying to use my voice in this video for the first time. This is my series of videos. Alright then, let's begin. The painted vulture was a mysterious bird that lived in Florida that has been the source of debate for well over a century. Described by William Bartram in the 1770s and 90s, the bird's description matches the appearance of the king vulture, except that it had a white and not a black tail. Bartram describes the bird as being relatively common, and he even claimed to have collected one during his travels in Florida. However, most of the naturalists in Florida have no record of this vulture in Florida after that sighting, outside of two, those two being an independent account and painting of a similar bird made by Elizur Allen in 1734, as well as another we will mention later. 60 years after the sighting, his validity began to be questioned. Most early ornithologists defended Bartram's account in honesty, but later on, Joel Asaph Allen argued that the painted vulture was seemingly mythical, and that Bartram mixed elements of different subspecies and species to create the bird. Allen pointed out the bird's behavior, as recorded by Bartram, is in complete agreement with the caracaras. For example, Bartram observed the birds follow wildfires and scavenge for burned insects and box turtles. Such behavior is typical of caracaras, but not with king vultures. The larger and shorter-legged king vultures were not adapted too well for walking, or instead better soars. The northern crested caracara was believed to be common and rather conspicuous in the days of Bartram, but is notably absent from Bartram's notes if the painted vulture is accepted as a type of king vulture. However, Francis Harper argued that the bird could, as in the 1930s, have been rare in the area Bartram visited and could have been missed. In 1933, Francis Harper discovered Bartram's original notes and discovered that the pouch was actually the vulture's crop, as shown in the original description. One note dated to the year 1775 also claimed that Bartram's description of the specimen he had taken was taken while scavenging dead reptiles after a grass fire, and this is what the description was based on. Harper noticed that Bartram's notes were considerably altered and expanded in the print edition, but the original did not mention the white tail at all. Harper believed that Bartram could have tried to fill in details of the bird from memory and got the tail coloration wrong, possibly. Harper and several other researchers have attempted to prove the former existence of the king vulture or a close relative in Florida at this late date, suggesting that the population was in the process of natural extinction and it finally disappeared during a cold spell that it hit Florida at some point. Additionally, William McAdie, knowing the tendency of birds to form Floridian subspecies, suggested that the white tail be a sign that the painted vulture was a subspecies of the king vulture after all. And according to Noel F. Snyder and Joel T. Fry, those two appear in my videos a lot, existing tribes in the area used feathers that seemingly match the description of this bird, as described by Bartram. In addition, a third description of the bird by someone other than Bartram has since surfaced. Deprats, in his History of Louisiana, published in 1758, also describes a bird mentioned as the king of birds, which he describes as a smaller bird. Some ornithologists consider the painted vulture as a distinct species, a subspecies even, or just a population of the standard king vulture that has now gone extinct. Whether this matter will be agreed upon is unknown. What we do know is that they're gone from Florida if they existed. And that was the story of the painted vulture. Well, that was a short one. Easier to make than the last one. It's very much shorter. My next paleontology extinct animal video after the next long one coming up might be about the tarpan, the ancestor of all our horses today. And now for your obligatory YouTube saying, click that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I guess YouTube wants to click the bell too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.